Hi all, this is my latest project. Zvezda T90, which I've just finished, plus the diorama, plus the figures. And that's what this video is going to be about, just describing this build. Hi there, just thought I'd give you a quick look at this photo etch product that I've bought to supplement the little tank that I'm building. This Zvezda T90, and you can see that the package I bought here is T90a, a main battle tank. It's a side skit, but it's meant to be, I presume it's meant to be, side skirt. That arrived the other day. You can see in the background I'm halfway through, partway through, building the actual tank. That's the how far I've got with the turret so far. Put it back there for now. Here's the actual packet. I know it was a bit shiny. Hopefully you can see that okay. And the reason I bought this was so that I could do more realistic modeling, perhaps, of the side skirts that come with the tank. If I just turn it up that way, I'll see the bottom one of these two. And here's the sprue, if I can get it into the picture frame from the Zvezda kit, and that would be to replace that. Okay, well actually, it's a sort of that one. There's two of them anyway. You can see to replace those two, and then these additional panels are the sort of applique armor to go on the front of the side skirts as well. I haven't seen much about these Voyager photo etch kits anywhere, so that's why I thought I'd do this. I'll give a quick look at the instructions. Starts off with the recommended tools for the job, and then some explanation or key to what things within the instructions mean, or how they've worked them out. Then here's the main part. First of all, make these hinge assemblies and some handles there. I've got the here's the instruction sheet. Some recommended tools there, and there's a key to how to interpret the instructions. So this bit here, and how to make a spring out of their way of doing it. And it starts off with making these hinge assemblies, put them together, and going on to some handles, buckles, that's what you might call those. And there's how to put together the actual side skirt with all the fittings on it, and this additional applique armor here that goes on the front. You can see it in this little, there's 3 pieces on each side. I think they've got 2 additional ones there as well. Then that should be a lot easier to model any battle damage, and this is just the other side of the instructions. There's not much on the other side. You can see that there. Again, you can see the rough outline. This is, I didn't buy the full kit. There's another kit of this which has got many more photo etch parts for the turret and all around this area and various other places as well. But I didn't want to turn it into some mega construction project, because then I find after too long I more personally lose interest in it. So yeah, I just bought the side skirts, and that's the instructions for it. I'll just show you again quickly the actual side skirts themselves. Here they are. There's a lot of these very small bolts. See if I can get that out easily. Definitely don't want to be dropping those because they're tiny. I'm sure I will drop a few of them. Okay. As I say, I just thought I'd show you this because I haven't seen any reviews, I don't think, of this Voyager photo etch on YouTube. And as it's for this T90 battle tank as well, which seems to be fairly, well, it's almost like a spaceship rather than a tank. Very futuristic looking, even though it's probably now out of date. Outdated by the Armata tank, Russian Armata tank. Bits of filling here and there, but generally went together reasonably well. I've done some painting on the inside of the turret hatches, and you can see, I think maybe if I just get the lights down, you can see inside a bit the controls and some buttons and so on. It's not a huge amount in there, but there is just that little bit. So that's that. And the last little thing I'll just show you is I bought these. Also to complement the tank. Hornet heads, 5 Soviet-style post-war tank crew helmets. And some instructions on how to use them or change them a little bit. I'll just take 1 or 2 of these out and show you just when I'm at it. Let's see. I bought these from Hysterex agents. You can see they're pretty good quality. I bought these because I've got various 135 scale figures, and looking at the sort of uniforms that are used on figures in this tank, they're a bit of a hodgepodge. If you look at Syria, for example, they could be wearing anything. And the same for some other places, t-shirts, jeans, no uniform of any kind. But anyway, I think I'll put a couple of figures, or maybe 3, in the tank, and I'll give them some of these little hornet heads. There's one. Get another one out. Just to show you, they're all different. There's 5 of them in this packet. That's what that one looks like. Okay. They're all pretty good, usual hornet head quality. One of them had a little blemish on it. I might as well show you the rest of them now. That's 3, 4. All very nicely detailed. Yeah, one of them had a blemish. I think, is it this one? I can't see it now. Just on the forehead, there was a little bit of a extra resin, but it could easily be painted up as a bit of hair. And one of them also had a bubble at the back, but it'd be a very easy thing to fix with just a daub of dissolved putty or Tamiya putty or whatever. Because although these are resin, any of that usual putty will be okay with it. Right, so that's all the bits and pieces that I've got for this project. Quickly show you the base I've selected for my latest little tank project, which is the Zvezda T90a. Instructions are at the back of the screen. I'll show it to you near the end. Anyway, this is the base I've chosen for it. This is from Fields of Glory models. And it's, I think, number 17, Ruin Corner. It comes in 4 sort of parts, sections. It's a plaster. So that's the base part of it. That's one part. Then you see over here, we've got this wall, this front wall. I'll turn it around a bit. There's a side wall there. That one. Small section. And they join. Oops, they join together there, and turn it around another bit. And you can see there's another joint there. Obviously, all the way down in that corner. You notice the back of the wall isn't molded in any way, although the floor is. Hopefully, you can see that. It looks very bright on my camera. Let's try and move some of these lights around a bit to catch it in shadow. I haven't painted or primed this yet, so this is it just the way it comes. Other than that, I've stuck the 2 pieces of wall on it. So that's the 3 main pieces of the base. Right, turn it right around. You also get with it this little package of pieces of rubble, stone. I'm going to put this all together with this, okay, to fill in, but to use it as a glue and a filler at the same time. It is a filler anyway. I ordered it online, but as you can see, it came, the bottom was burst off it. So they I told them that, and they sent me another one. But there's still some useful bits inside it. Okay, so I'm going to use that, and I'm going to make little places for the additional pieces to go. So I have to keep that in a plastic bag because I definitely don't want that leaking on anything else. Now let's see how the tank is coming along. How does the tank fit on this base then? I could put it that way, yeah, or alternatively this way. Here's the turret, just for sort of completeness. I do think this is about the best looking tank model on actual tank, I suppose, that I've ever seen. The sheer sort of complexity of all the parts. I mean, it looks really space age. I've also got a few crew members, which are, well, here's one. See that one? They need another coat of matte varnish, but they're pretty much ready to go. This one. And then a third one, which is going to be the driver. These tanks only had 3 crew members. They have an auto loading mechanism, and so they have a commander, a gunner, and a driver. Let's see if he's gonna go into focus. Okay, as you can see, they're still a bit shiny, so they need that extra coat of varnish. So that's the 3 crew. They're made of conversions from, we might as well get it out now and do anything else. This British tank crew from Mini Art, and I've used Hornet heads. Turn it over this way. I've used this figure for the driver, cut down, cut his legs off. I've used this figure will be the commander, different head. And this figure would be one of the crew members. I've replaced his hand with the pipe. Again, I used a, actually no, I didn't use that figure, did I? I used that in a different tank. I've taken the hand off this figure and obviously replaced his head to make him look more like a Russian. And then finally that guy there, I'm not sure what role they're meant to play, but those are the ones I've used. So that's where the project is. And I'll do an update when I finish putting the base together finally, and then putting everything else on it. So thanks for watching, and see you later. Take care. Bye bye. Hi all. Back again for another little bit. This is the base. This is progress so far. I'll do a quick spin around as it's on a timed turntable. You can see I've assembled all the pieces of it. I've just got to lift the camera up, get that underneath there. A little bit out of focus there. I've added a lot of well, I've added all the bits that came with the kit, which is the baseboard, plaster, this wall, the side wall, all these bits of brick, the big bits of brick debris. I've also added in some down here, for example, some other little bits and pieces that I had from some Diorama supplies. Made some door, well, a door and some planks and bits and pieces here and there out of matchsticks, not matchsticks that you used to love, but these craft ones, like that. They're the same thing as the other matchsticks, but just you buy them in a bag. They're a couple of pounds for thousands of them. I'm quite pleased with the way the base looks. It's a bit too red though, so I may add a little bit more pigment to it. I've been using these pigments, this kind of thing. That's brown iron oxide. This is a grey, light slate grey. This one, new rust. This one, light yellow ochre. And I overdid this one. This brown iron oxide. It gave a very strong color, and you can see it kind of flowed more than dried as a powder, and especially over, like, a little bit over there. So anyway, I might do a little bit more work on it, but I could probably work on it forever. I've been fixing things with this isopropyl. It's in one of these little squirty bottles, so it doesn't come out at high pressure like it would from the airbrush. So that's quite a good way of putting stuff on. And I've also been using this airbrush thinner as a fixer for those pigments. And I'll just give you a quick look again, see how the colors of the tank are going to look when they're on the base. Yeah, let's do a quick look around. So I probably need to dust up this road a bit more. Yeah, make it look a bit more muckier. Anyway, I'll call a halt there. I hope you're enjoying it, and yeah, it's been good fun making it. I really like this base from Fields of Glory. I'll do a separate video. If I haven't already said this, I'll do a separate video about the tank, etc. Okay, so see you later. Bye. So my conclusions on this build are it's quite a complicated tank model to make, but I'd say it's worth the effort. I did also buy some photo etched side skirts and so on, but I didn't put them on as I thought the kit parts were pretty good, and also it took me so long to make anyway I didn't bother. The instructions for this kit aren't always absolutely clear in places, and there's room for errors. I made an error with the machine gun mount, which I didn't discover till way later, and one or two other little places, but not too many, but probably more than you would expect to make in a normal kit. I used a lot of Vallejo pigments on the Fields of Glory plaster base, you can see there. The figures are from, well, I showed them in the earlier part. They're British tank crew figures with hornet heads added on. And I think they look reasonably okay. If I can zoom up, you can see all three of them are in the picture there. This has been a very enjoyable build, but for me, as a part-time model maker, it took too long. I wouldn't usually spend this long making a model kit. But having said that, of course, now that it's finished and you can see it all, it does look pretty good. So I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe it'll get you inspired to make something as well. All the best. Bye.